Hey everyone, welcome to your Universe Z, the place where we talk all about the Dragon Ball universe. Today we are going to go through the possibility that Gohan never stopped studying. If you would like to see more Dragon Ball content, please leave your like and subscribe to join our Universe Z. Son Gohan is a character who, like many others in the entire Dragon Ball series, had a lot of potential to become a very powerful warrior. This may have been interrupted due to the stories in general focusing, most of the time, mainly on Goku and Vegeta, who are practically the two main characters, leaving aside some others who could have risen even higher if they had the focus they deserve. However, much has been said about the wasted potential of the character Gohan, which has been taken up in parts. He, who was able to face powerful opponents even at such a young age, who learned techniques and underwent heavy training, even though from an early age he focused not on fighting but on his studies, had great potential. Even the author himself stated that he would easily be one of the strongest in the franchise, if certain conditions were met. But how powerful could Gohan become? What does that word from Akira Toriyama mean anyway? Could he actually surpass his father and Vegeta? In today's video we will try to talk more about this idea and about the boy Gohan. Akira Toriyama, the creator of the original Dragon Ball manga, has revealed why he chose to have Gohan along with Piccolo for the main fight in the Dragon Ball superhero movie. Toriyama's involvement in the second Dragon Ball Super movie was initially confirmed before the release of Dragon Ball Super Broly, but there were many surprises in store for Dragon Ball Superhero from before. Only is it the first fully 3D animated feature film in the anime franchise, but it is also the first major storyline in which Gohan and Piccolo will partner up for the main action. Toriyama addressed why Gohan and Piccolo are the main teams in this Dragon Ball movie to the official Dragon Ball website, explaining that Gohan hasn't had a big role in a while. Gohan is really stronger than anyone, or so it said, but lately he hasn't had a chance to shine. However, when it came time to introduce Piccolo into the equation, the creator reasoned that Gohan's teacher would be a better source of growth. To motivate Gohan, you need his revered teacher Piccolo instead of his father Goku, Toriyama said before finishing with, "I thought I'd try to give birth to a new superhero by putting these two in the spotlight through their intense experiences." Battles with the Gamma androids. Toriyama clearly did it all for his great team, as Gohan and Piccolo's taunts reach new levels of power just by the nature of receiving lead roles in this film. Gohan is one of the best and most popular characters in Dragon Ball history. His gentle nature, selflessness, charming personality, and strong will to protect those he loves to make him an endearing character that many of us have learned to love over time. While he was speculated as the strongest character in the entire Dragon Ball universe, his theory became less popular when he was shown to have become weaker due to lack of training. But Akira Toriyama, creator of Dragon Ball, eventually more or less confirmed that Gohan is indeed the strongest fighter. Public saw Gohan become one of the best fighters in the universe while growing up. Having been exposed to terrible fights and opponents since he was just a child, Gohan has been an active member of the Z Warriors for most of his life. Went from being a scarred boy with a hidden power that would only come out when under extreme stress or when angry to a calm, controlled family man who could resume his role as savior of the earth when needed. Gohan has been a skilled fighter since childhood. Has also been the warrior with the most potential among them all for a long time. Gohan first commented on this being the case during the Cell game saga, and Gohan proved his father right. His hidden potential and temperament allowed him to become the first Saiyan to reach the second level of the Super Saiyan transformation. After his father's death at the end of the tournament, Gohan's potential was forgotten for a while. He stopped training as regularly as before and became a little weaker than he used to be. These disappointed fans expected him to become the main and strongest character in the series, but during Boo's attack on Earth, Gohan's potential once again became a key component. Training in the ritual to obtain the Z-Sword unlocked all of his hidden power and allowed him to obtain an entirely new form. Gohan's ultimate form was almost unstoppable and was the strongest of all for a time. Boo could only defeat him by tricking him into being absorbed inside him. When Dragon Ball Super was released, fans were again disappointed to see Gohan several times weaker. His life as a stay-at-home dad, his job, and his studies never allowed him the training time needed to reach that full potential. Toriyama's latest interview with the upcoming Dragon Ball superhero movie confirmed what the author really thinks about Gohan's power. Gohan is really stronger than anyone, or so they say. Toriyama also commented that this strength was never able to shine through with Goku's help. Gohan needs his first and most beloved teacher, Piccolo, to motivate him to become the best version of himself. Motivate Gohan, it takes his revered teacher, Piccolo, instead of his father Goku. During Dragon Ball Super's Tournament of Power, we saw that Gohan's power is so great that he only needs to train for a few days to regain his full strength. That strength was only regained thanks to our favorite, named Kyuzujin. Has always been shown during Dragon Ball that training can overcome any limits a character has. Goku obtained angel powers, Vegeta acquired God of Destruction powers, and even Frieza got a new form after training for the first time. Toriyama's statement was about the power Gohan could obtain through training, the training he would need to reach his full potential. Gohan's full potential has been reached. He no longer has the limits that others need to break to get more power. This is the real reason why Toriyama called him stronger. Gohan is nowhere near the strength of his father or Vegeta now, and many other beings could destroy him with a single blow. Potential is unlimited. Gohan's status as the strongest character has to do with his ability to train that possibility to the fullest. He had received the same training that the other two Saiyans have with the deities of their universe. There is no telling how strong he could become. So, Gohan is the strongest, at least in theory. The only thing preventing him from taking his place as the most powerful warrior is his lack of interest in a life like his father's, and no one can blame him. Constantly facing death when he was just a child, and his mother molded him into a scholar, not a warrior. Son Goku wants to be the strongest fighter in the multiverse, and he has been fighting for the title for decades. However, for a brief period, the Saiyan conceded his goal when Gohan showed everyone his true potential. It was there that fans were told that Gohan could surpass his father if he put in the effort, but time has pushed the fighter away from battle and towards the books. If you recall, Dragon Ball Z made the wild claim during the Cell saga. Goku and Vegeta found themselves fighting the artificial warrior, and Cell was no one to kill. He had the power to take over the world if he had the chance, and Goku gave his life in hopes that Gohan would finish all. The Saiyan knew that his son could surpass him, and Gohan did just that for a brief moment. It didn't take long for Dragon Ball to shift its focus back to Goku, and Gohan has been studying ever since. In fact, many theories on the internet point out that the reason Gohan is more powerful than Goku, or has such potential, comes from some theory suggested that the reason for this would be through a process known as heterosis. Briefly, we can that heterosis, or hybrid vigor, is a term used to describe when a hybrid offspring benefits from the biological advantages of both parents and ends up stronger than them. Basically, getting the best of both and becoming an even stronger version. As for Gohan, we could say that his strength would also be part of the result of heterosis. However, manifesting this phenomenon is not so simple. It is often the case that both parents would need to possess particularly strong advantageous characteristics for this to happen. Theory, heterosis would be a definite explanation, or part of it, for Gohan being so powerful, and could also justify it for other characters like Gohan, Trunks, and Bra. Vegeta and Goku had children with two of the most powerful women on Earth, who served their family well. Bulma's brains and Shishi's strength turned their children into the stars we know. And if Gohan wants to regain his title of strongest, he would need to return to form as soon as possible, focusing much more on battle than anything else. In the Dragon Ball universe, some characters are stronger than others. The events of Dragon Ball Z suggest that Son Gohan is stronger than Goku, but that theory has faded with time. Especially with the premiere of Dragon Ball Super, viewers saw how Gohan was relegated to the background, and this did not please most. Goku's son focused on his studies and starting a family with Videl, so his projection as a fighter stayed there. So Gohan is stronger than Goku. The truth is, yes, had Gohan continued his training to get stronger and stronger, since in theory he is naturally powerful, just like any work in which a genius is born, it is possible for him to surpass his ancestors with an ideal amount of effort and new powers. This would require willpower and training at least equal to that of his father in order to surpass him. After all, we know perfectly well that as a worthy shounen protagonist, he is always strengthening himself in order to keep those important to him safe and also to overcome his opponents. After all, Goku loves combat, unlike Gohan, who was born and raised as a scholar. If Gohan had never stopped training, having focused on training like his father, he might have surpassed him eventually by fighting him directly, in the same way that Vegeta can stand toe-to-toe with him as his rival. We would undoubtedly have several new transformations for the character, plus an abysmal amount of cool new powers and techniques. We know perfectly well how much the author likes to use his creativity in the appearances of the transformations and strives to explore this side of the work to the maximum. We could expect incredible things from Gohan, no doubt about it. But what about you? Have you ever wondered what Gohan's transformations would look like? Maybe a Gohan with superior instinct, or with a completely new transformation and powers? Let us know in the comments your idea for the character. That's it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions for videos, don't forget to comment here below, because I'll be reading all of them as I always do. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any content from your Universe Z.